everybody, this is Sindhu from Imagination to Creation, and today I'll be teaching you how to draw Lord Ganesha in two very simple, easy ways. Before I start, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 11 years old and I'm in 5th grade. The materials we'll be needing for this is a paper, a pencil, and an eraser. And if you prefer markers, you may use markers. Just note that Lord Ganesha is usually represented in red and yellow. You might be wondering who this Lord Ganesha is. Lord Ganesha is one of the most commonly known gods in India and of Hinduism. And he is known to remove all obstacles in anyone's path. And let's pray for him to remove the coronavirus in the world. So I will be chanting a prayer called Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, and I'll be doing it 3 times. Please do it with me. So it's Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. So let's get started. So first, we're going to start off with this one. This one's very simple and easy, and I'll be teaching you how to do it step by step. I've started off with an S shape. The top is a little bit smaller than the bottom, and the bottom is wider than the top. So right about here, where we started the S, we're just going to bring it down to complete the head. So on this side, we're just going to do a little point. So we're going to draw a point right here. And then the same thing on the other side. About the same point, we're going to do another one. Right there. So now we're going to bring this down into here, which is going to be his ear. So it's going to be like a backwards 3 shape like this, but it's going to be a little bit more stretched out. So we're going to bring it down. It's going to go up and over into here. So now we're going to do the same ear shape on this side, except it's not going to touch anywhere. It's just going to come down like that. And just below it, right here, we're going to bring it down and make like a question mark sort of shape. So again, it's like kind of like a 3 now. This is like a backwards 3. It goes underneath, and this is just an S. So now, over here, since this is up here, this is his leg, and he's sitting crisscross applesauce. To indicate that he's doing that, if this is right here, we're gonna do a little bit lower. And we're gonna do the same exact shape, but like a backwards question mark to indicate that he's sitting down. So up on this leg, we're gonna make a little circle. And then up on the other side, on this leg, we're gonna make a bigger triangle, like that. And these are his weapons. So again, all I did was an extended S right here, like this, and then like a backwards 3, a little curve, and then this continues like this and it makes kind of like a 3 shape. It's like a question mark right here, and like a backwards question mark right here, and then a circle, and then a triangle. So now we can do his eyes. So for his eyes, we can just draw 1 dot and another dot. And above his head, for his crown, we're just going to be drawing one curve right there, and then another curve over here. And this is going to be his crown. So we're going to connect it with a line, and then we're going to do one more, but a little bit smaller than the last. And then it's going to connect right here. And then we're going to make a line, a little smaller than the last, and we're going to make a triangle. Like that. So there you go. You're all done. And yeah. So let me go over it one more time. So it's an S right here, and then if the start of the S is right there, it gets curved down, and then it's like a backwards 3 to make the ear, and then his body part, and then right here, we're gonna do a little curve for his ear, and below that, we're gonna do like a little question mark sort of symbol. This side the same thing, but backwards, and then a circle, then a triangle, and then a curve, like a really stretched out oval kind of thing, and then a triangle. Now, if you're ready, we're going to move on to the second drawing of him. So this is the other drawing of him. And this is a different form, but it's really simple and really easy still. So I'll be teaching you how to draw this step by step too. So first we're going to start off with a soft L shape. What I mean by soft is like, not like this. It's going to be like a capital, but it's not going to have this little curve right here. It's not going to have the point right there. It's going to have a little curve like that. It's going to be more curved, so like it's like this. So we're going to make that big shape, and we're going to curve it, and then we're going to curve it back down. And then up here, we're just going to follow that same shape for his trunk. So again, all I did was a capital L sort of thing with soft shapes, and then a little curve with a soft shape too. And then another one that just follows that same exact thing. Then up here, we're going to do his ear. So his ear curves out like this, then it comes in, and then back in like that. So it's like a backwards 3. And then over here, on this side, just like above where this trunk started, we're going to do the same thing. Like that. So now he has 2 ears. And then we're going to draw one little curve on top of his head. And then we're going to do one more smaller than the last. And then one more smaller than the last. And then up here, we're going to do a curve and another curve. And then we just make a little, kind of like, just a little thing like this that connects them. So yeah, now we're going to move on to the face. For the face, all we're going to do is 2 eyes, and it's going to be like an almond shape like this. So it's going to be like an almond sort of shape. And then if you want, you can fill it in. So there you go. Now we're going to draw his eyelids, so we're just going to draw a curved line that follows that same shape above. And then, in between that, but a little higher, we're going to draw a little dot. And right above that dot, we're going to draw a little U. And then, you're going to just bring it down to finish his trunk. And it doesn't have to touch. And then, so all we did with the face is a little almond shape for the eyes. And then we did an eyelid, and another eyelid, and a dot, and then a little U. And if you'd like to, you can make cupids. So over here, we're just going to draw a big circle, as circular as you can. This is going to be his stomach. So that's all his head, and this is his crown. So then we're just going to make a line like that, and his belly button right there. So again, it's going to be like a circle, but it's not going to come through. It's just going to stop at these edges. And then just like halfway where this line is, we're going to make like a question mark sort of symbol again. And this is going to be his leg because he's sitting down again. And on the other side, we're going to start like about the same point. We're going to make it like a C. So it's basically the same except it just doesn't curve right there. So now to indicate that he's sitting down even more, I'm just going to draw a little line like that, and one more like that. Up over here is going to be where his weapon is, so we're just going to do one curve and another one like this. Then we're going to just bring it down like that to complete it, so it's kind of just like a U with curves on the ends. And then in between that, we're just going to make a little kind of like a football shape. We're just going to make a shape like that in between, like that. And then if you'd like, you can fill it in. There you go. You're all done. And so basically I'll explain to you what we did one more time. So it was like a soft L shape. And we did a little curve to finish off the trunk. And then we did his ears, so it's like a backwards 3, then like a 3, but stretched out more. And then we did 1 line, 2 line, 3rd line, but it's all shorter than the last. And then we just did like a curve, and then we connected it on top. And then we did 2 almond-shaped like eyes, and then we did an eyelid, so it's just a curved line on top. And we did a little dot, and then we did a U, and we finished the trunk and connected it, and it didn't quite connect, but just to indicate that it's there, is like that. And then we did a big circular shape, another line that kind of just follows it, and a little dot, and then we did like a question mark sort of symbol, and like a kind of like a stretched out C. And then we did a couple lines to indicate that he's sitting down. And then we did a little sort of like a U sort of shape, but with little curves on the end. And we made like a football sort of shape. Yeah, now you're done. Thank you. How Lord Ganesha got his elephant head and why? There's many stories on how he got his elephant head. I will be telling you the most commonly known story on how he got his elephant head. These are the main characters in the story other than Lord Ganesha. So this is Goddess Parvati and this is Lord Shiva. High up in the Himalayas, Goddess Parvati lived with her husband, Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva had to go away on a hunting trip. Goddess Parvati got so bored all by herself. So she decided to make a sculpture. And she was wondering if she should blow life into that sculpture by sprinkling holy Ganga water. So she did so. She named this boy Ganesha. Ganesha was all ready to play and have fun. But Goddess Parvati, her hands were dirty with the clay that she made Lord Ganesha with, so she said, "Let me go clean up before we start playing. Could you please guard the door in my absence and make sure to not let any strangers pass you, no matter who they are?" Hearing this, Ganesha did so and guarded the door and listened to his mother and completed his duties. Not long after that, Lord Shiva returned from his hunting trip. He was very confused to see someone standing at his own door. Lord Shiva and Lord Ganesha did not know the relation between each other. And so they misunderstood each other, and Lord Shiva was very furious and angry to see someone not letting them in his own house. So he grabbed his trishul and swiped off his head. Oh no! So Goddess Parvati ran out of the hut to see what was going on. She was so shocked to see her son's body dead lying on the floor and he had no head. So she was crying and weeping, and Lord Shiva was very confused to see why she was like that. Goddess Parvati explained everything that he had done and who Lord Ganesha was. And hearing this, Lord Shiva promised that he would find the head of the first creature he sees in a certain direction, and he would get it for her and attach it on to Lord Ganesha's head to bring him back to life. So the first animal that he saw was an elephant. So he got the head and attached it on to Ganesha's body. And this made Ganesha come to life again, because Lord Shiva's powers are to revive people. And so with Ganesha guarding the door, Lord Shiva was very proud that he actually listened to his mother's orders and risked his life just to guard that door. So he made Lord Ganesha the first god that will be worshipped before any other gods. And anywhere you go in India, that's why you'll probably see people worshipping him more than any other god. So this is the story on how Ganesha was born, how he got his elephant head, and why he is worshipped before any other gods. Persistence and courage made Ganesha the leader of all beings and earning him the foremost position. Looking at Ganesha's story, we too shall learn that we should do our duties diligently and not fear any obstacles in our path, as Ganesha listened to his mother's words and did his duty. If we value the trust placed in us and do our duties wholeheartedly, we will get the love and respect that we deserve. Now, you might be wondering, how can you relate this to your daily life? Well, let's say you're struggling in a new activity you're trying to learn, such as learning how to draw Lord Ganesha, or learning a new math concept, or even learning a new sport, and you're struggling and you just feel like it's too hard or you can't do it, then think of Lord Ganesha and his story, which will remind you of the persistence and courage that he had. And if you still feel like you're not able to get there, then chant Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha 3 times. Then you'll definitely get the courage and strength that you need for that certain activity. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.